Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We're arriving at our destination shortly.
I'm saying, why is there nothing on the screen, huh? That's because I didn't put on simulator yet. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go, yo. Anyways, what's up, man? What's up, everybody? Happy, what day are we on today? Happy Wednesday. Happy pre-July 4th. I got a little bald spot here, don't I? I got my hair cut. So my hair is a lot shorter than it used to be. Anyways, let me mute the sound of... I should probably, you know what? I should probably put my actual stream on so I can see. What's going on here. Let me put. Let me pull up. First of all, hit like and subscribe. Just do it. Just do it. Don't think about it. Just do. You know you want to. You want to. If anybody hasn't seen, if anybody hasn't seen the video I just put up, let me share with you a couple of things. Well, first of all, let me show you this flight first. So this is the flight we're working on today. An Endeavor Air flight, Wilmington, North Carolina to LaGuardia. Pretty straightforward flight. You know, it happens pretty much on the regular. You know, here's the flight here as well. And I usually go into this here so I can get the tail number. Sometimes you can actually put the tail number on the airplane and it actually shows on the actual airplane. I don't know if it does it with this airplane or not. Here's the, so we can actually close these two screens out now. Here's the update that, that just came out, version 2.1.10. And, yeah, updated flight models, updated engine model. I mean, not very descriptive on what it says, but, oh, you know what? I'm looking at the wrong. Sorry. But yeah, fixed. I mean, they fixed quite a few things. So we'll see. I don't know if any of this is gonna make it noticeable or not for us. I've never really had an issue with this airplane, so like I don't really know what they're like. This is a lot of stuff that they fixed. I mean, look at this list. Fair amount with GSX. We're gonna try GSX tonight and see how it goes. Gross weight not updating a performance initialization page after fuel's initialized. Okay. Maybe there is some things, but fixed early wheel chock removal and pushback. Whatever. But anyway, so this is out for version 2020, version 2024. And I think you can store your flight plan to the work folder. So with 2024, especially, they don't like it. There's no section in here where it should be. Like normally you'd go under packages and then the flight would be here. But you have to go under WASM, but instead of going under 2024 like you would do for, you know, InnoBuilds, Just Flight, Miltech Sims, those kind of things, you have to go in 2020. And I believe it's under this work here. So here's my flight plan. So I'm thinking, I mean, either way, I mean, it's a really easy flight plan. Like it's only like, I don't even know if there's any waypoints, really. I think it's just a departure and an arrival. Like, it's pretty straightforward. The other thing I wanted to show, I had something else pulled up that I wanted to show. I forget what it is now. That's a problem. That's a problem. Like, I was going to show one more thing, and I was actually, like, looking forward to showing it. And now I don't even know what the fuck I was gonna talk about. But anyways, let's get on out of here. Let's If I remember, it'll. Oh yeah. That's right. I wanted to show you the pushback from today. Hang on a second. Let me. I just put this video up like it just premiered. Hang on. Let me go to videos. All right, it was premiered. Let me turn on the sound. Hang on a second. Okay, so let me show. So to push back, first of all, this airplane, the Bay 146 and X-plane, it's got the most retarded parking brake system I've ever experienced in any airplane. Seriously. So I think that was part of the reason why we had trouble pushing back at first. Sorry, this doesn't have the chapters yet. It should, though. Oh, here we go. Okay, very good. Push back and engine start. So first of all, we tried the ATC pushback first. The ATC pushback from X-plane. I really like X-plane's ATC. I think it's great. Like I like it over Sayintentions right now for X-plane. But we tried to release the park and brake, and the cart connected, and then immediately, as soon as it connected, it said pushback complete. So then we tried not Sayintentions. We tried better pushback. Let's look at how they spawned, and then we're gonna see something else. We're gonna go dancing in the middle of the in the middle of the airport. We're gonna go dancing.
Round to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Watch this shit. I mean, this is great. Look at the tug. The tug's on top of the roof. I could have got that lined up better, but yeah. So all right, he's now off the roof. We talked Jimmy off the roof, and then we're gonna start pushing back. I might as well just let it play. It's only a few seconds. Now with this airplane, I actually have to hold the trigger on my yoke for the brakes to turn off. I didn't realize that at first, but that's how it is in this airplane. Or actually, it's like that in the Q400 too. I have to hold it. It might be a setting I have. Anyway, so you can see he's trying hard to turn us. Not having much luck. And then all of a sudden, we gonna start turning. And we gonna turn. So if anybody's not played Crime Scene Cleanup yet, play it. The game is super fun. Yeah, the graphics are awesome. Here we go. You see the smoke? All right. Let's try this again. I just want to straighten out so we can actually just turn the rest of the engines on and taxi. So let's just try to back up a little bit more. Let's just try to spin around as gently as we can. Let's just try. Uh-oh. Here we go. Oh, man. Anyways, I thought that was funny. We are in the beta of, actually all the simulators right now are in beta that I'm doing. Just the public beta. It's not like they reached out to me or anything. And while we're here, we might as well look at the landing. So for some reason, the glide slope. Now I've done ILS on the RJ and the Bay 146 probably 50 or 60 times at this point. I've never had an issue where the ILS didn't capture. Like, I know how to do it. For some reason, it wouldn't capture. Now, I know it says here, like, we have the active one down at the bottom. Like, it's fine. Like, you know, you flip-flop between the two. They stay stationary. You just flip the button for active or... Well, you know, maybe I put that in wrong. Well, whatever. Either way, it was a boss landing. It was So I realized right around now, well, right before I actually turned the, hang on. All right, right here is kind of when I realized that the ILS isn't working. So we're just going to land manually. And after this landing, we'll get the CRJ started up. I don't know why the music is so damn loud. Like, I turned the airplane volume up 9 decibels louder than I usually do, and I turned the music down like -18. And like in my headphones, like and on my speaker system when I was editing the video, it sounded pretty good. And then like I put the video on, I was like, oh man, music's loud as shit. This airplane is way different in X-Plane than Microsoft. Like, I don't know what a real airplane feels like, but I would imagine it feels like this. And then the one in the RJ and the Bay 46 in Microsoft 2020 and 24. I've never had a situation where I've blown out the engines. Well, the first time I tried to fly this thing, I gave it too much throttle taking off, and I wound up flaming out burning out the engines. I've never had that. Like, you have to stay within the parameters of the engine. That could be a setting I have turned on, which I'm gonna leave it on. I liked it. It was fun. Like, it was fun. Like, it was fun. And right now, when I'm landing, I have one hand on the yoke and one hand on all 4 throttles because I have to move kind of all 4 at the same time. You know, around 200 feet above the ground, you're supposed to turn the TMS system off. I'm surprised though that there's no tablet with this. Like, Just Flight usually has a tablet.
Sync rate.
I mean, the little arrow over here on the left, that brings up like a little box that has some information like the tablet, but yeah, it's not the same. This is such a fun landing. I'm glad they switched the runway on me. Originally, we were supposed to land on runway 27, and that's really just straight in. This one, you have to make that turn.
200.
Oh boy. Watch out, here I come.
$50, $40, $30, $20, $10.
Boom. That's what I'm talking about. Anyways, all right, let's get going in the simulator here. Let's turn off display capture. This off. Let's back down to appropriate decibel level. All right, game capture is on. We're at Wilmington. Let's go to gate 3. Now I can't get the buildings to show up. I tried erasing the scenery folder. I've tried different settings. For some reason it's not loading the airport, and it does that. It does it on a lot of airports actually. I don't know why. Not a big deal. It's just, it is what it is. Let's take a look at this bad boy here. Now I did put in the correct tail number. We'll see. Why are the lights on? Should be on cold and dark. Okay, yeah, it doesn't have that tail number in, which is okay. Looks good out here. Oh, I didn't set our seats. Damn it, I forgot to store our seats. I'm gonna have to do that before we really do anything. I just have to double check the key bind for it. I think it's Control Shift 1, I think, for number 1. But yeah, man, it's a pretty dope looking. Sweet, it does have Endeavor on there. Okay, very good. All right, let's let me see what my key binding is real quick. Word. Camera. I want to say it's Shift F5. Okay, so Shift F5 and then Shift F1 through. Okay, that's easy. Let me store some seats real quick, and then we'll get GSX involved and we'll get going. Get this out of the way. If I can go in the cabin, I should be able. Oh yeah. Oh, that's one thing with the Bay 146 in what's in God, I am like, my brain is like, it's not working tonight. The Bay 146 in X-Plane, man, the cabin looks terrible compared to how it looks in the simulator here. Like in here, you know, you can operate like the coffee machine and the telephone and the radio and like all that stuff. It just looks like somebody just took a picture, like a PNG, and just pasted it. Like, it's like, like they didn't even try. But I will gladly offset that for the flight experience that I had with that airplane. That thing was incredible. What? Why is why are you in North Carolina? Come on, Microsoft. You're better than that. All right, we got just 2 more seats to save. I need to get my checklist out tonight. I don't really need the checklist, but we. I love me some CRJs. They are such a wonderful airplane. All right, we'll just sit back here. Let's do Shift F7. We got 1 more seat to save. And then we'll get the ground power connected. We'll get GSX going. We'll get the flight plan put in. Okay, so that should be done. Let me just see if this works. All right, excellent. Okay. Let's get the tablet turned on. Let me just double check my options here. I should be, okay, yep, pounds. Okay, that's all fine. Very good. All right, performance, aircraft. All right, cold and dark. All right, ground power, get you connected. Wheel chocks are in place. Excellent. We'll call in the air cart too, I guess. All right, let's get circuit breakers. We can't really operate them. Got to make sure nose wheel steering is off. Wow, from Sicily. Yo, that's awesome. What's happening, Nunzio? How you doing, my friend? That's cool, dude. I would love to go to Sicily, man. Sign me up, man. Let me leave Maryland forever and just go live out in Italy, man. All right, hydraulics are off. Landing gear is down. Slats and flaps are in. All the radar and shit is off. All right, emergency flap switch is normal. Is in. All right, let's turn on the battery and the external power. Oh, one thing. Let me turn this on and I'll tell you guys. That's external power. We don't need DC services. Let's turn off. Let's get. If you get into this airplane, like I loaded this airplane for the first time earlier, after I did the update, and this light right here was like this. If you want to turn it, it's this right here. But in order to turn it off, you have to turn it up first, and then turn it off, and then it'll work. So okay, so we got that on. We'll turn on the APU in a few minutes. Let's get our position set, and then we'll get GSX going here. So initialize position. Airport, we have KILM. KILM. We're at gate 3. Let's see if it takes it. Not surprising. All right, position is set. Let's go ahead and get our flight plan pulled in here. So flight plan, import. Oh, we can send it to the SMF. Look at that. All right, now I don't remember if I turned on GSX. Okay, very good. I did. Okay. All right, performance. Aircraft. Flight plan. Send there. Payload. Here we go. Okay. And I probably have to do GSX from here, probably. Oh, let me turn on their sound, actually. We'll do Delta.
Refueling truck is on its way.
And request boarding.
Boarding requested.
And we should have... roll. All right, payload. We should have 10,004 for fuel. All right, we'll get that. Should have 90 passengers. Cargo 4,500. All right, so that's set. Let's
Onboard crew. Fuel truck is in position.
Okay. Both.
Pilot's boarding starting.
Okay, and it should fix our fuel automatically.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
I don't see the fuel truck anywhere. Where's the fuel truck at?
Crew boarding starting.
See how many pounds we're supposed to have of fuel. Yeah, we're only supposed to have 3,100 pounds.
Bypass pin inserted.
I mean, I can update it here. That's not a problem. But... Alright, I'll just change it here. So we need, where's... That doesn't sound good. Let's put the APU on. Come back to that in a moment.
Your crew has boarded.
Come on, APU, are you starting up? I don't like that it removes the cart automatically. Yeah, the APU is turning on. That's what happened. It removed the cart automatically. That's not cool. APU is almost on. There we go. Yeah, that's not cool at all, guys. All right, hydraulic 3A, we'll put that on. Let's put on our nav light. Need to initialize again. Let's see here. Actually, let's put on our lights first. Where did the lights go?
Passengers boarding starting.
Alright, passengers boarding is started. That's good. I thought the lights were right around. Put on the lights over here. Oh, right here. Okay, what's the checklist say? I wonder if I have to send the flight plan over again. And then we'll contact the ground and get clearance for backup. Alright, so as far as fuel goes, we're only supposed to have... Oh, we were correct. It is 10,425. Okay, let's put that in. 10,425. Whoa! That's a lot of fuel. All right, 10,425. Okay, enter. Come back and copy performance data into FMS. All right, let's make sure our flight plan is in here. Do we have to initialize our position again? We probably... Yep. All right. KILM. Index. All right. Flight plan. KILM. Well, let's see if we can send it over. Let's give that a try and see if that works. Send to SMS. Set payload. $10,000 for I guess if you're going to use GSX for fuel, don't have them like don't push everything to the system. Okay. All right, departure. We have once I get this put in, I'm going to contact the ground. That is definitely not the right flight. All right, we got this one here. It should be runway, yeah, runway 24. Execute. Departure arrival. Have arrival. Okay, we have Proud. Hertz. ALS 22. Vectors. Execute. Alright, let's go to legs. After Hertz, let's get rid of that discontinuity. Good, we might have one more discontinuity. Alright, let's get rid of that vector. So let's go Yeoman. Vectors. Execute. Why do we have 5 pages? Unless that Proud arrival is really long. Could be. That's what it looks like. Okay. Alright, that's good. Let's go back to index. Alright. Go to performance. Okay. Let me see if... I thought we could push this in, but maybe not. I thought we can do that with this load sheet here. Let's see. Copy performance. Okay, let's do that here. And then set all the V speeds. There we go. Okay, cruise altitude, I believe is 35,000. $35,000. Next. All right, we got to let's finish putting this information in. Now we can get this same information off the tablet, but I don't really feel like going back and forth. To be honest, I really don't. So we're just going to do it this way. All right, ISA deviation is 10 degrees Celsius. Execute. And our top of climb wind, let's see, 3741 for climb. Top of climb 223.45. And descent 232.76. That's done. That's fine. VNAV setup. 18,000 is fine. Alright, so I think we're good. Performance is set up. Everything is set up. So that looks good to me. Let's close this out. FMS initialization is good. Cabin's fine. Crew, okay, we can't check oxygen. Fire detection. APU panel's on. Hydraulic panel checked. Okay, all on and one. All right, that all looks good. Okay, very good. All right, let me contact the tower here. Let me make sure VF on. That's fine. All right, let me see what channel we're at here. All right, let me double check ATIS.
6. Sky conditions.
See what information is.
Feet. Temperature 24. Dew point 23. Altimeter 2909.
Stabilizers, Mach trim.
Density altitude 1000 feet. Arriving and departing runways 24.
All dampeners.
Advise on initial contact. You have information Yankee.
Information Yankee. Okay.
Wilmington International
Go ground.
Airport. Information Yankee. 2353 Zulu. Wind 200.
Wilmington ground, Endeavor 212 at gate 3, VFR to LaGuardia. We have information Yankee.
Endeavour 212, Wilmington ground, roger, information Yankee.
Wilmington ground, Endeavor 212 requesting pushback and engine start.
Endeavour 12, pushback and engine start approved. Contact ramp on 119.9 and 9 for tug assistance.
Nope, we're good. We just need GSX for that. And I think if I do beacon, I thought that activated it. Maybe not. Nope, not so much. All right, let's get GSX to push us back. Request, all right, prepare for pushback.
Locking gear.
Oh shit, which way do we need to go? Hang on. Nose to...
Release parking brakes, please. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard this flight operated by a virtual airline. We are delighted to have you with us today.
Virtual airline, I
Our
put
captain
Endeavor
for
in.
this flight is Gregory, and our first officer is Long Duck Dong. Joining us in the cabin are my fellow crew members, Sarah, Mike, Jessica, and David. We are currently preparing for departure from KILM, heading to KLGA on flight 5212. The expected flight time is approximately 1 hour and 30 minutes. Before we take off, I would like to take a moment to go over some important safety information. First, please ensure your seatbelt is fastened. To fasten your seatbelt, insert the metal fitting into the buckle
Not sure
until you hear
why.
a click. To release it, simply lift the buckle. We recommend keeping your seatbelt fastened while seated, as turbulence can occur unexpectedly.
Lever's
In the
not
event
working.
of a loss of cabin pressure,
I may have to reprogram it.
oxygen masks will drop down from the panel above you.
Please set parking
To
brakes.
use the mask, pull it towards you to start the
Waiting
flow
your
of oxygen.
confirmation for a good engine
Place
start.
it over your nose and mouth, securing it with the elastic band. Remember to secure your own mask before assisting others. For those of you seated near the exit, please note the location of your emergency exit. This aircraft is equipped with 2 exits at the front and 2 over the wings. In the event of an evacuation, leave all luggage on board and proceed to the nearest exit.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Additionally,
please pay
life
attention,
vests are located
as we
under
will now
your
display the
seats.
safety features of this
To
aircraft.
use the vest, pull
When
it
the
out,
seatbelt
place
sign
it
is
over your head,
illuminated,
and pull
They
the
have their
straps
own
around your
fittings
waist.
into the buckle
Inflate the
and
vest by
tighten the
pulling the
straps.
red tabs once you are outside the aircraft. Thank you for your attention, and we wish you a pleasant flight. I will now notify the captain that the cabin is ready for departure.
It's weird that I can't move the throttle.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Oh. Let me look at something real quick, because I have it set for these throttles to be independent, but it looks like just one controls it. Quadrant. Yeah, that's throttle too, all right. So it looks like... All right, so just one throttle controls it. Bet you I have that set up wrong. Let's see here. We got charts. All right, KILM. Do your reference. Airport. Sweet. Oh, you motherfuckers. Put my nose the wrong way. Okay, throttle. Next page. Well, it's too late now, but could have sworn, I thought it was set up. Oh, whatever. It's not a big deal. I like having, a separate throttle. All right, let's turn nose wheel steering on, because we know we're going to need that on. All right, we have FMS. All right, nav source, position height, reference speed, RO. What is our pressure? 2995. Oh wow, that's really far out. Okay. Let's finish getting the cockpit set up. Alright, APU on. Okay, after start, generators are on. Packs are on. Okay, APU off. Put that on. Cross flow manual. Let's put you on low. You on low. Dim light off. Taxi and recognition lights on. Put our flight director on. Go ahead and make sure all of this stuff is on down here. We'll get out of here. All right, map. Weather. That looks okay. Put our flaps down. 8. Let's arm the reversers. Put our TCAS system on. Just hold this button in. Oh, that's what you do. Above. Auto. Okay. Wilmington ground, Endeavour 212, ready for taxi to runway 24.
Endeavour 12, taxi to runway 24 via Bravo, cross runway 35 at your discretion.
Copy that, taxi to runway 24 via Bravo, we'll cross runway 35 at our discretion. Have a good morning. Alright, let's check our flight controls. And we'll get out of here. Forward, back, right, side to side, Danielson. The mugs work. Alright, let's get out of here. Now let's go back to legs. We got 10,000 in right now. Alright, let's go. Park and brake. And we need to turn around. Can we just go up and around? We should probably just turn around right here. You know what? Put on park and brake. Let me do slew mode. There we go. Good as new. All right, let's get out of here. Let's release the park and brake. Oops. .5 for our trim. Is that where it's supposed to be for takeoff? I guess so. So loud. It's so windy. Let me just see if I can turn any of the wind down or something like that. That really bothers me. I got oh, I do have environment. Oh, I guess it defaulted again back to what it was because of the update. I don't like all the wind noise. That bothers me. Alright, and tower is 119.9. Have to get that set up here in a moment. Let's look, coming. Let's put on our strobe lights since we're getting ready to cross the runway. Departure is 118.2. Why won't you let me put you on? Why? Oh well, whatever. That's crazy. Wouldn't let me put you on. Like scrolling on it. Oh, never mind. It's only one. I'm such a moron. All right. I thought there was more than one. I thought there was an auto with that as well. And it's so cool being back in the CRJ again. It's been a long time since I've flown a CRJ, man. I am looking forward to this. Put our initial speed at 210. Oh, it only goes in. Oh, okay, it's going in tens. I think I have to click on it for it to go in. For it to go in single digits. All right, let's see what takeoff checklist we have here. Taxi, that's fine. For takeoff, lights and strobes, radar, that's fine. Cross flow set to auto. Needs APU set, thruster reversers. But that's inclined. Pass check, radar. Yeah, oh, that's good. So, all right, are we at the tower? Okay, got the tower. Before I call the tower, I'm going to program in departure, which I believe is 118. Now, I haven't used the tablet from Microsoft on purpose. Because the last couple times I've tried using it, well, a couple times it's crashed the game. That's maybe fixed now because there was an update that I did before I went on tonight. There was an update for Microsoft 24, but maybe it's now fixed. Okay, brakes on, and let's put the brake back on. Gotta move my pedals a little. Okay. Oh yeah, tower. 18. What did I say? It was 118. One of these days, this LSS will stop making it like so ghosting on this on here. Like if I put it in TAA mode or TTA mode, whatever that other mode is, like there's none of that ghosting. All right, 11825. Okay, very good. So that's all done. Let's put on our strobe lights. Cabin crew, take your seats forward. Take off.
Cabin crew, take seats for departure.
Circular. That's good. We'll put that on auto as we take off in the air. All right, let's get out of here. Wilmington Tower, Endeavor 212 holding short runway 24, ready for departure.
Endeavor 212, Wilmington Tower, runway 24, winds 215 at 4, clear for takeoff.
All right, so the only thing we have to do for climbing is put the fuel cross flow on auto and deactivate the thrust reverser. And we got 90 miles to our first waypoint. There a heads-up display? Yes, there is. Oh, bitch. Yoga power set. $80 knots. 100 knots. Cross check. P1. Rotate. Positive rate. Landing gear up. All right, flaps up. We'll put the autopilot on once we level out our wings. We'll put our autopilot on. Right now, I'm just trying to keep the angle of the airplane at enough to keep us somewhere around 230. Hey, Sebastian, thank you very much, my friend. Thank you. Hey, man, fun airplane to fly. This is a big ass turn, man. Good lord, I wish I was at the window seat right now. Like, why can't I just sit here and fly the plane?
Endeavor 212, Wilmington Tower, you're leaving my airspace. Squawk VFR, frequency change approved.
There's 90 on this airplane. According to SimBrief, there's 90 on this airplane. All right, let's straighten out, put the autopilot on. We're almost at 10,000 feet. All right, heading mode. Autopilot engage and speed mode. And let's put our speed at 250. Yeah, this airplane is the CRJ-900 is a pretty big airplane. There's one bigger than it. I don't know how much the CRJ-X or the CRJ-1000 holds, but yeah, the CRJ-9 is pretty big. All right, cross flow is now on auto. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, we're getting ready to fly into a storm. All right, we can go to 290 now.
Dear guests, we have just climbed above the safe altitude, and I am pleased to inform you that the use of electronic devices is
Go
now
on nav.
Additionally, our onboard Wi-Fi service is available for your convenience. Thank you for your attention.
I know,
and
right?
Enjoy the flight.
Can't see anything. It's we're in the middle of a storm. Wonder how tall these clouds are. Yeah, this was real life, man. I'd be scared as shit. I'm like, right, Twilight Zone, right? Just need, what was it, a gargoyle? What was that thing, that troll or a gargoyle that was out on the wing of that Twilight Zone episode? I used to dig the Twilight Zone, man. That and Outer Limits I used to like a lot. Alright, we can close you up. Alright, let me see who I can talk to get around weather. Wilmington. Now let's talk to departure. Wilmington departure, Endeavor 212. Is there any way you can vector us around the storm?
Endeavor 212, Wilmington departure, unable to provide vectors without radar contact.
You
Suggest
son of
using
a
onboard weather radar, or refer to charts for navigation around the storm.
prick. Oh, we're still in standby mode. How are we still in standby mode? I thought I turned that on. Oh, do I have to do it up here, actually? Hang on a second. Radio. No. Sworn. Okay, well first, hang on a second, let me put our altitude in and then I'll figure it. Our speed. So I could have sworn we held the button in and then that's what set it. Auto. That's on. Oh, well, fuck it. I'll look at the owner's manual here in a minute. All right, let me put it on normal pressure, and then we'll go sit in the back. While I look up the, oh yeah, look at all them cumulonimbus. All them cumulonimbuses. Little popcorn clouds. Dude, I was watching a storm on radar the other day near my house. Them clouds were like 58,000 feet, man. Imagine flying in an airplane and looking out the window and looking up, and you don't see this. You don't see sky. You just see clouds. Like, oh, just a. It's almost double the height of the airplane. Like, that shit is. Okay. CRJ tutorial, flight plan, checklist, man. Me too. I love clouds too. I'm a huge weather nerd. Okay, let me look up radio tuning comms. Here we go. Wow, 3 storms. I wish. We get storms all the time here in Maryland where I live. Yeah, I know there's some parts of the world where they only get a few storms a year. I think when I went to Cabo San Lucas last time, they said they only get like 1 or 2 storms a year. So maybe that's like the same kind of where you live as well. All right, ATT. Gas menu. All right, let me search. Because you used to be able to hold that button in, and it would. ATC. Oh, do I have it in standby mode? Ah, that might be why. There we go. All right, let me see what I'm supposed to be squawking here. Squawk VFR. Let me see if they can, all right, Kensington, let's go to, center. Let's see if they can hear us. Kensington. Good morning, Endeavour 212, currently climbing through 25,000 feet for flight level 350. Oh, I can do it here as well.
Endeavour 212, Washington Center, climb and maintain flight level 350.
All right, good. So they made radar contact. That's good. All right, now we can go. What's our Mach? Where are we at here? 6.8, and what should we be? Well, I guess we can look here now. Let's go to here and look at the flight plan. We can look at it here. Uh, 0.78 is where we should be. So we still have some time to go. Let's drop our speed back a little. That'll increase our pitch so we can get up in the air a little quicker. And it sounds so good from outside. What part of Mexico do you live in? Yeah, left side usually the captain's side, at least in America. Well, I think in every airplane, it's the left side, I think. I wonder what fixed cameras they got. Oh, Mexico City, that's cool. That's cool. I guess that's supposed to be like the clouds getting sucked into the engine. I know, right? That would be awesome if they could put GoPros on the outside of these airplanes. Yeah, I didn't really have that many good camera angles for the outside. I tell you, Phoenix has some really good camera angles on their airplane. We're probably close to 30,000 feet. Yeah, we're at 30,000 feet. We're almost at our climbing altitude. The frame rate looks choppy a little bit. And it shouldn't, because my GPU's only at like 35%. Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah. Yeah, probably so. There's not a lot of storms out around this area right now. Yeah, it's choppy. Let me adjust my settings real quick. Let me, do I have, what's online? What's on right now? Okay, that's offline. Okay, that's fine. What about, no. Graphics. Okay, I turned all this up to high. Let me turn these on, we'll turn them on high just to see if that helps. Light interface. Okay, online. Unlimited. Okay, photogrammetry. Live weather. Chat. Let's turn off photogrammetry for now. It's not really that important. We're not like flying around the city. That didn't help. It's still real choppy. Why does 2020 always have issues? Yeah. Yeah, why does 2024 always have issues, man? It doesn't matter what they do, there's always problems. Let me try turning off DLS and just putting on T. See if that helps. Well, that fixed it. Once again, DLSS is the problem. Alright, well, let's turn our graphics back up then. Sorry about having to go into settings so many times. Alright, we can put volumetric clouds back on high. I mean, back on ultra. Yeah, I don't know why DLSS or DLLS, whatever it's called. But like, even like now with the TAA on, like even these screens, like work immediately now. Like there's none of that, you know, like ghosting on the screen. Something, and my system can handle it. It's not like I don't have a weak graphics card. I got the best of the last generation. Like it's not like I got a weak ass graphic card. This is what it is. Oh look, we're going to Alinity next. Very good. Not in 39 miles. I guess I could put a map of where we're at. There we go. This is a great tool. If you use SimBrief, this briefing plan is awesome. It doesn't use as much bandwidth like Navigraph uses. Like if we were to use Navigraph as from the drop down up here, like sometimes it like makes the airplane stutter. The only difference with this briefing plan versus Navigraph is that like Navigraph would show you like it shows you the ground speed, distance to the airport, like it gives you all these metrics. This one doesn't, but it's not a big deal. Not a big deal. But you get your flight plan in here, weather, all your payload information, and a summary. Yeah, we got clouds above us. That's cool. Them little wispy clouds. All right, we got to slow down a little bit. Yep. LaGuardia Airport. I think I've only landed there once or twice ever, but yeah, that's the plan. That is the plan. And if we, you know, if for some reason we can't land there,
we have reached cruising altitude.
alternate is over in Long Island, New York.
Now begin our snack and drink service. We have some delightful options available, including our savory cheese rolls and refreshing beverages. After the service, we will also have
New York's a fun
articles from
town.
the virtual airline shop available for you to browse. Thank you for your attention, and we hope you enjoy your
Yeah, I like
flight.
New York a lot. Wait a minute, it's still a bit choppy. What is going on with Microsoft, man? I bet you it's the live weather. Because you can even see the way it's climbing right now. It's just laggy as shit. Let me turn off the volumetric clouds again and see if that's, but that shouldn't be it. I don't usually have to play with like these kind of settings. Like this shit is crazy. And I don't know if it's the beta version or if it's I don't know. I don't know if it's the beta version or if it's the, I don't know. That didn't help. Let me try one here. Let me put frame generation back on. Back on. And let me turn that down a little bit. And let me turn off all the online stuff. Multiplayer, voice chat, text. The only thing I haven't turned off yet is live weather, which I don't really want to do, but I will if I have to. Because I have a big feeling that live weather is the culprit. Hey, it's like right now it's okay. Very strange, man. Very, very weird the way this is operating tonight. All right, now there's no auto throttle in this airplane, so once we get to altitude, we need to, so we captured our altitude, now we just need to keep an eye on our throttle. We do need to pull it back. So it says cruise. Right there. And we'll just keep an eye on things. Fuel looks okay. As long as we don't really go too much higher than where we're at speed-wise, we'll be okay. We shouldn't really go much more than Mach 0.73, really. Let's pull our throttle back a little bit. Just a little. Probably, I would say like 80% of the flight, probably. Is I think regulations, you're not supposed to be in, hang on, let me pull the throttle back a little bit. I think certain regulations, you can't fly manually over a certain altitude unless it's like an emergency. But like, I think a lot of pilots fly manually to maybe like 10,000 feet, maybe, or 5,000 feet, then they put it on autopilot. And then landing, I believe most pilots have autopilot on. By the way, I'm staying on the screen just for a few minutes until I can get the speed under control. I just don't want to go really much higher than where we're at. But I think most pilots keep autopilot on until either maybe sometimes the runway's in sight or maybe 2,000 feet. You know, then they take over control. But yeah, I would say a lot of it's done on autopilot, especially nowadays with the planes that are available, like the A350 and all these other planes. Like, where do I get my NVIDIA? Not the app. It's not the app that I want. It's why it's not giving me frames per second right now. All right, slowing down a little bit. That's okay. We'll come back and check on that in a moment. But they did some sort of update, because last week my GPU was at 98% on these settings, and today it's at 32. So they did something with this last update. Yeah, like I couldn't use 2024 for a while, just because I could look straight ahead in the cabin, in the cockpit, but if I turn to the side, like like the frame rate would just like freeze. It was the craziest thing. Kind of like what it's doing inside the airplane now, but all right, what was I looking up? I was looking something up. God damn, I forget. Oh yeah. I want my NVIDIA toolbar though. Like, I know it's alternate R, but it's not showing my FPS right now. I wanted to show my FPS. Let me, settings, overlay. Oh, alternate Z is the overlay. Okay. Okay, game filters, statistics. That's very interesting that it's not giving me my FPS. I mean, you can see the rest of the stats here. I'll put it in hang on. put it in display screen. You can see up top. It's not telling me my frames. My GPU is pretty much non-existent. You know, my VRAM is pretty good. My CPU usage is only like 20%. I mean, like, running the game is not a problem. It's every once in a while we get these issues. Oh, I gotta speed up a little. Huddle up. Let's move it so we're about 86.5, 87%. And now it seems okay. I'm scared to use the tablet. Oh, we might as well try it. And if it breaks us, it breaks us. Try to bring our flight plan in and see if this will crash the simulator. It used to. All right, flight plan, load from my PC. Okay, open. Okay, all that looks good. ILS 22, that's fine. Now I wonder, like, I do like their tablet. Like, their tablet has got a lot of potential. Let's see if it'll do our flight performance. Our landing. Let's see here. Because it won't do our takeoff. No data available. Same thing. You take off, it won't do takeoff either. So dumb. But their tablet here, I mean, we can pull up, we can pull up SimBrief, Navigraph, Sayintentions. Sayintentions, that's the ATC we're using, the artificial intelligence. Navigraph charts, SimBrief, I mean, you can pull up all that. And I like the charts in this one too. Like, I like looking at Lido charts compared to Jeppesen just because it's like foreign to me. Like I am not good at reading their charts. Like, I'm working on it. Like, yeah, their charts are very strange to me. It's Lido charts. I would like to like print one of these out one day and just like, I should blow one up on here one day and do like a screenshot. What do you mean one day? I can just do it now. Like one day, like one day. No, I can just do it now. But now, all right, horizontal, large. I just want to like look at it and just kind of like, maybe this is not going to work the way. But that's okay. Let me take a screenshot of this. Oh, you motherfucker. All right, we'll just do it a different way next time. Maybe we'll leave this one large. Back. And we have our approach. Let's stand this the right way up. Oh wow, that is much clearer. Or wish, well, I guess when I'm out of OBS, I can take a screenshot. Like, I just have trouble finding information on these. Like decision height. Like, some of it's easy, like touchdown zone. Oh, here's decision heights down here. 20. Okay. And we have our frequency. have our fixed 1,000 feet. All right, that's fine. It's twitching again, this game. It's not running smooth again. Ah, 2024. I don't know if this is because of the new world scenery update they have out. Like, I really hate using 2024, but I do it. Oh shit, we're really speeding. Back. I do it because, I mean, we know it's going to work on 2020. It always works on 2020. 2020 is fantastic. For some reason, you just have issue after issue after issue. Oh, our top of descent's coming up. Yes, I do. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's already military planes that are flying themselves. There's drones that fly themselves. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't know if it's going to replace. I don't know if it's going to replace pilots everywhere, but oh yeah, I see it as like between robots and AI, doctors. There's already like lawyers in China that are like robot lawyers. Seriously, like they have robots that are like prosecutors. Crazy. Maybe. I'm sure one day. But I don't know. You know what? I mean, probably. Because I mean, these planes pretty much fly themselves now, anyways. All the pilots do is just push buttons and program shit. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'd want AI flying me. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Let me look up our charts for landing. Yeah, I don't know if I'd want AI flying me around. All right, our star is N2E, so this one here, and our approach, at least what we're planning on doing, is 11.5. I'm not doing category 1 or 2. The plane will do category 2, I think. I don't know if it'll do it in real life, but in here it'll do it. But I'm planning on landing manually once we get stabilized. We're gonna fly the ILS for a little bit. Yeah, I don't know if I'd really want a robot or AI flying me around all the time. Like, I don't know about that. That's a little creepy to me. All right, Ridgy, we need to be at 7 and then 20. Okay. 720. Okay, that's fine. Now let's just make sure we're at 10,000. I don't really care about the rest of them. We're not in real life. We don't have to follow it to the P. All right, Corey's at 10,000. That's good. Ballard and Yeoman. Okay, very good. Let me find a tower and let them know that we're going to be sending here pretty soon. Not surprised. Hey Nui, Endeavor 212, currently flight level 350. We're going to begin our descent into LaGuardia. We're going to begin our descent in about 10 minutes. We're going to descend down to 10,000 feet. Well, I tuned to a different no, ATC might not be working. I mean, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. SimBrief, I was, you know what? The main reason I got this computer was because of this service here, this SimBrief. Like, I really wanted to use it, and I couldn't use it on Xbox. The more I use it, the more, like, I don't know. Just, I wish there was an alternative to it. We need to begin our descent here pretty soon. Let's plug in 7,000. And there's a VNAV button. Oh, a turbulence button. Alright, that's fine. We don't need a VNAV button. We're going to use speed anyways to descend. Alright, now for our landing, need frequency 110.5. Plug that in. And 10.5. Well, I always do the same thing on both sides. That's fine. And we're not going to set up a fix tonight. Legs. All right, let's begin our descent. We're going to go into VS mode first. Right now we're in speed mode. Okay, we begun our descent. Now I want to sync our heading real quick. We're going to go into heading mode. Switch our navigation source. We need course 224. All right, the opposite of 224 is 44. Right around there for now. We can always update that later. All right, let's go back into nav mode. All right, our decision height, I think it said it was 20. 200. That in. Very good. Really worried about let me put it back in TAA mode. I am really worried about how this is going to finish up tonight. Oh no, I don't want that. All right, we'll do that. Yeah, I am really worried that frame rate's going to be like the game's just going to be glitchy as shit. We'll probably be on the ground in about half an hour. We don't have that much farther to go. Maybe 20 minutes. Because we're right at, yeah, I mean, we're not far. We're in Delaware right now. We only have New Jersey and then LaGuardia, so. All right, we got a nice little descent going. What's our descent checklist say? Descent. Landing elevation is done automatically. Oh yeah, we didn't do our landing on our tablet here. We don't have to. We can. Alright, takeoff and landing. Alright, refresh METAR, landing weight. $74.8. Calculating landing distance, that's pretty cool. Forget if it shows our airplane on the actual. Yeah, here we go. That's cool. It does show our airplane. And it's got a pretty good regular map too. Look at this. I forgot about this regular map. That's pretty dope. EFR, world map. That's pretty cool. IFR, high and low. Pretty nice. Is this satellite? Oh, that's other aircraft traffic. Oh, that's cool. Alright, well, let's just stay in our map here. Alright, but yeah, descent, we don't really need to do anything. The only button we need to turn on, really, between here and landing is buttons is the reversers, the thrust reversers. We need to arm them. That's about it. But yeah, one thing we did not do though, well, not we, I didn't do it, my bad. We go under here below for traffic, but we'll do normal. Oh, we can't do. We can do below and above. All right, we'll just leave it there. Got above 17,000. Throttle back a little bit more. Actually, we can go into VS mode. We can go down a little bit faster than what we're going down. Got about 1,800 feet per minute. I bet you if I turned off live weather, I bet you that would help a lot. Something about like streaming their weather. Like, I don't know. Like, I never really had this problem in 2020. Like, when everything is downloaded and then you have just streaming weather, that's no big deal. But when you're like streaming everything, like, I'm wondering if I should have downloaded the airplane first, right? Like, maybe I should have downloaded the airplane. Maybe that would have helped things out a little bit. Or it could just be this beta and this airplane not working properly. I mean, this update just came out today, so maybe it's not built for this beta. I don't know, like the issues I had with X-Plane. If you haven't seen it, you need to go check it out. The flight I put up, the Bay 146 I did, the pushback, they had us going in circles, and it was we were going so fast that the pushback cart was actually, like, there was smoke coming from it, from the tires going so fast. But that's a beta as well for X-Plane that I'm doing there. Very good, we're descending pretty good now. We have 2983 is our pressure. All right, let's set the 2983. Put this down to 10,000. It usually shows the course somewhere over here, but not doing it. Alright, this needs to be on 44 as well. That's the opposite of 224. That's somewhere around here. We can always fix it. Fuel's doing okay. Hydraulics are doing okay. It's looking. Elevation is 0. That's about right. All right, we can slow up our descent a little bit. We're a little lower than we should be at this point, but that's okay. Oh, one thing we didn't do. Shit. I changed this feature here. Look. Can I make this instrument on the heads-up display? Still can't change that. We can change standby, but we can't change active. Alright, well, whatever. Let's get at least the information for this. So runway. Alright. Height is 12 feet. So let's put that in. Elevation is 12 feet. Our length is 7,002. Oh no. 7,002. And putting this information in should put the reticle right on the sweet spot of the runway. I have a V-speeds for landing. Let's see here. Arrival data, frequency, nope, but I can get it somewhere though. Let me bring up a tablet. Sim brief. Under performance. Populate from last flight. Landing, calculate. They're saying that we should be at around 140. And I guess so, maybe. That seems a little fast to me. Oh, wrong button, sorry. .8. Let's plug in 120.8 here. That's a LaGuardia approach. We're gonna contact them, or at least try to get a little closer. Our landing lights. Oh, we never did turn the seatbelt signs off and shit. Oh. And we'll arm the reversers now. Slow down a little bit. Moving the
Sky conditions, clear.
indicator.
Temperature 25. Dew point 20. Altitude.
Moving the indicator here doesn't do anything other than, it's just for visual. I don't know if I can reach LaGuardia from here or not. How far away am I right now? Hey, I'm still pretty far away. Okay. All right, we'll just stay at 10,000 for a little bit. Maybe we should do this same, you know what I'm going to do tomorrow? I'm going to do the same flight tomorrow. Do it in 2020. And we're going to see how much better it is. Right now we're going about 250 knots. Sorry, I don't know if you, how long ago you wrote that. I haven't looked at the chat in a little bit. But I always run into issues in 2020, 2024. I'll tell you what, I'm going to turn off live weather. Give me a second. I bet you that's the reason why we're having issues. I don't know if this is going to fuck us up a little bit, but I'm willing to give it a try. All right, live weather off. Custom. I bet you will be, well, I'm not, I shouldn't say I bet. I'm thinking that that's the reason that we've been running slower. It's just, it's too much for their system to handle. Oh shit, we're going really fast. Good thing we're not connected to the ATC right now. They'd be telling me to call this number. Wait, is that New York there? Oh yeah, we're a lot closer than I thought. All right, let me contact LaGuardia. Oh yeah, I don't need to have this pressure on either. Let me put this back to 29. Actually, it's still running kind of bad. That's a shame. LaGuardia approach. Good morning, Endeavor 212. Right now on the Proud 2 arrival, looking for the ILS runway 22 approach.
Endeavor 212, LaGuardia departure, good morning. ILS runway 22 approach approved. Contact New York approach for further instructions.
Copy that. Contact New York approach for further instructions. Endeavor 212. I think it's that other.
D departing runways 22.
Nope, I guess not.
28.
Alright, who did he say to contact again? Contact New York approach. I thought that's what we were on. .8 says New York approach. Hey. LaGuardia departure, Endeavor 212. What's the frequency for New York approach?
Endeavor 12, contact New York approach on 120.8 for further assistance.
That's what we're on. Oh, Sayintentions. What the fuck, dude? Come on, guys. Come on, Sayintentions. That's what we're in. We're at 120.8. Maybe we just need to get a little closer. Let's wait. Apple crowd. Yeah, we still have a little bit to go. Let's wait until we get closer to like the edge of this water here. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It is what it is. All right, let me put our speed reference down to like 130. There we go, 135. So I was trying to change the view of the heads-up display. Because in the, yes, it is very nice. In instrument mode, which I was trying to get, it gets rid of a lot of this clutter on the side, but I don't know. I don't really ever use the heads-up display for landing, really. I usually just use the indicator there. I'm going to drop down to 3,000 feet. The VS mode. And let's drop it 1,300 feet per minute. New York approach, good morning. Endeavor 212, leaving 10,000 feet for flight level for 3,000 feet. Looking for the ILS 22 approach. Shit.
Endeavor 12, descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Cleared for ILS runway 22 approach at KLGA, altimeter 29.901.
Cabin is ready. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now on our final approach into New York City. Please turn off your electronic devices and stow them until we've arrived at the gate. Kindly put your tray tables away and ensure your seats are in their full upright position.
Why are we not descending anymore?
Fasten your seatbelts. Our airline staff will provide information regarding your connection flights once we are on the ground. Thank you for your cooperation.
Endeavor 12, turn left heading 025 vectors for the ILS runway 22 approach.
Turn left heading 025 vectors for the ILS 22 left approach. Oh, autopilot's not on, that's why.
I show your squawking 1200. Verify your squawking 4224, mode C.
Squawking 4224, Endeavor 212.
Endeavor 1-2, radar contact established.
You know, what happened was so on my yoke, my setup here, I have like my cheat sheet, like with my, like the airplane name and all that, so I know what to say. And I put my pen down and the pen slipped and I went to grab it and I pushed the yoke forward and I think that disconnected the autopilot, and I did not know that for a few seconds. All right, we're actually going to change our nav source. Oh, actually, it's got a look. I think this airplane will switch it automatically. All right, we got to change our course though. That course should be 24, not 58 like it's showing there. All right, let me change nav source. There we go.
Endeavor 1-2, verify your squawking 4224 mode Charlie and verify altitude.
Squawking 4224, Endeavor 212, currently just passing 5,000 feet.
Endeavor 1-2, radar contact established. Descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Cleared for ILS runway 22 approach at KLGA.
Hey, ALGA or KLGA? Copy that. Currently, we're on the last vector you gave us, heading 025. Just vector us when you're ready for us to turn again.
Endeavor 1-2, turn right heading 055. Endeavor 1-2, turn right heading 055 vectors for the ILS runway 22 approach.
Boy, this game is choppy as fuck, man. I can't wait to try this out tomorrow night on 2020 where it'll run real smooth. Copy that. Turn right heading 055 vectors for the ILS 22 approach, Endeavor 212. Yeah, I don't usually do that where I do the same type of flight like back to back like that, but I have to because I do not believe that Aerosoft would put this shit out. It is like, I don't know how it's coming across. I'll have to watch the stream later and see it, but it is like, it is so
Endeavor
choppy.
1-2, verify your squawking 4224 mode Charlie and verify altitude.
Again, bitch, I've already done it.
We are
Endeavor 212 currently squawking 4224. We are at 3,000 feet.
Endeavor 1-2, radar contact established. Descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Cleared for ILS runway 22 approach at KLGA.
You want to give me, I mean, like, if he asks me again to squawk 4224, I'm just turning Sayintentions up. All right, we should be kind of parallel with the airport right now. Wow, that is horrible. Let me just, give me a second, guys. Let me just try to adjust some settings real quick. Let me just turn down some stuff. I know it's not my system, but I at least want to give it a try. All right, online we turned everything off. Graphics, okay, custom. All right, let's turn everything down to like rain level. I don't know if this was gonna work unless I restart, but All right, let me turn that down. Let's turn this down. Like, I never have to do this in 2020 or really in any other game. I can leave it alone. All right. Anisotropic is fine. That has nothing to do with landing. And okay, we can leave all that set.
Endeavor 1-2, verify your squawking 4224 Mo Charlie and verify altitude.
All right, fuck off. All right, we're done with Sayintentions. Let me turn it. Sayintentions, this might be the last month I pay for you guys. I don't know. We'll see. All right, Sayintentions is now off. Might be the last time I pay for them. All right, we're just going to navigate ourselves. Let's go out a little bit. Are we even moving right now? We're not even moving, by the way. What in the actual fuck? Oh, wait, that could be... Nope. We are not moving. We are not moving. The game broke. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? What happened is we're in Microsoft 2024. And this is the kind of stuff that happens in Microsoft 2024. Man. Let me load up 2020 real quick and see, and just see if there's a difference. I don't want to say I'm surprised, because I'm not. Just 2020 is like the worst of the worst. Like they are so bad. I can't believe we all paid for this. All right, let me quit to the desktop. I can't believe a lot of us paid for this. I'm just happy I didn't pay for the Aviator version. Golly. All right, let me open up 2020. That's the bell from Taco Bell. Bong. All right, 2020. Play. And let me get it pulled up on OBS. I can't believe that. All that time. All that time. And then it just craps out right when we get to a city. And while that's loading, so NVIDIA's got like, I don't know if anybody uses NVIDIA as well, but I mean, NVIDIA's got a really good like setup here with like how to set up the graphics for these games. Like usually I just do whatever they recommend. Why do I have two different 2024s here? That's weird. Yeah, usually I just use it for, all right, let's optimize. Usually I just use whatever their optimized settings are. And then also in my system here, I have the performance tuned up a bit too. Optimized. Why is it so bad? Microsoft 20 will go. Let's see here. That's weird that this isn't even showing. Optimize. Get out of it. Try it again. Wonder if 2020 is still. Yeah, it looks like the ghost of 2020 is still there. Let me make sure it's not still showing here. You know, and then you jump into a simulator like X-Plane. An X-Plane just works every time. They got like 4 or 5 choices for graphics. It's a slider. It's awesome. And then you just get into an airplane and it works. Every time. It's just the ground looks shitty. I'm okay with that. You know, after playing on Microsoft now for a couple of years and having really awesome looking ground and sky, but having like subpar experience with flying airplanes, like I'm kind of over the ground at this point. Like, yeah, it's nice. It's cool that you know, you can make it look that real, but no, I'm not tuning into terrain simulator or ground experience simulator. I'm gonna fly an airplane or a helicopter or a Zeppelin. All right, NVIDIA, are you gonna work now, NVIDIA? Okay, here we go. Now this shit is starting to work now. Yeah, so like they have this slider here for performance or recommended. I don't know why there's 2 different 2024s. That's really weird. All right, but this is the one we have here. It's already optimized. For optimize again. Go. But that's weird. It's showing 2 different construction simulators too. That's weird. I am going to end the stream here and very soon. I just want to get into the airplane and see if there's any difference, like with the speed of the cameras and shit like that. I'm going to go right to LaGuardia Airport and spawn there and see what it does. And I bet you it's going to work awesome. And then we'll be back tomorrow. We'll do the same flight. I wanted to do the A350 tomorrow because there was an update that just came out on that, but I need to see. I like this airplane more than the 350. Like, I fly it more often than the 350, so I want to see if any of the CRJs work better in 2020 than a 24. I bet you they are. They are. Oh, in 2020, load up already. Maybe I should quit that beta and see if that, maybe I shouldn't be too upset because I am doing the beta. I should probably try it. Not in beta mode. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe it's beta mode. But it just, very coincidental that I can't fly tonight in a city they just updated. Like, they just came out with this new update. Why can't I hear the simulator? Second. SimLabs, goodbye. All right, display capture. Oh, well, that's why it's not on the simulator up here. Hang on. You try to get the simulator. Put up one. It's not showing up in OBS the right way. That's why we can't hear anything. Give me a minute. Let me try to get this. Expo. Go. Simulator. There we go. Just took a couple of minutes. Okay. Do Bombardier. I guess it doesn't matter which one we do. Well, we're not going to do Sky West. That's for sure. We'll do American Eagle time. Let me see if all right, we'll leave my tail number in there and see if this works. All right, let's go to LaGuardia. All right, flight conditions, we'll do real-time live weather. Custom, I like custom. All right, we'll leave real time off so we can. All right, let's load in and try this out. Now, this is the first time I'm loading this airplane since the update, so it might take a couple of minutes to load it, possibly. Ah, exactly, like it says on the bottom of the screen. Gotta work tomorrow. I've been off the last couple of. Been nice. Tomorrow's a half day though. Well, we get off 3 hours early, which is good. We do lose our lunch break though, I think. Yeah, how does that work that we lose our lunch? Maybe we're only working 5 hours in a row. Maybe it's 10 to 3. Not like you guys would know what time I work, unless one of y'all work for the same company I do, but I doubt it. All right, come on, load in already, bitch. Come on. Load up. I'm ready to go to bed. I'm an old man. I want to get in bed already. I'm old. Not young like I used to be. They got some real pretty cumulonimbus clouds in that picture there. Look at that. Look at that there picture. Look at that picture. They should have never have come out with 2024. They should have just continued to improve 2020, and whatever features like the tablet or streaming stuff, things like that, they should have just made it like a DLC or an add-on if you wanted to. There was no reason to come out with a whole new simulator. The reason they came out with the whole new simulator was it's a money grab. Oh my god, look, there's buildings. Holy shit. That's way better than oh, and by the way, this is SU-16 beta, by the way. Look at that, we have buildings. We didn't have buildings in 2024. Wow, look how smooth this is. Ow. Look how, oh my god, look how fast we move. Holy shit. And we're in New York. That shit is crazy. Hello! Welcome, New York. Wow, I can't wait to fly this thing tomorrow. This feels so much better already. Why do I even try 2020? I mean, 2024. Everybody does love free snacks, that's for sure, especially Americans. Us fat Americans, we love free snacks. Well, it's certainly, oh my god, it's like night and day. Look how like easily it moves around. The only thing about this now is that it's got this like black line around this area. It could just be because of, you know, how it is here, but well, we're gonna try this again tomorrow. Let me load into Wilmington and see if that they have buildings there, because that really bothered me. I did quite a few things to try to get those buildings to show up tonight. Like I erased like a lot of stuff from the cache. I erased the whole folder of scenery stuff that I did a lot behind the scenes, and they trying to get those damn hangars, not hangars, but gates to show up. The only thing that showed up was just the walkway. All right, I'm gonna load into Wilmington real quick, see how that looks, and then I'm gonna get out of here for the night. All right, KLIM. Wow. Let's go to gate 3 again. right, bro. Yeah, thanks, Sebastian. It was nice seeing you for a little while tonight. I'm usually on around the same time most days of the week. Turn your notification. I'm supposed to say, turn your notifications on so you'll be notified. All right, I usually give this just a few seconds to marinate before I load in. I do that with pretty much every airplane. Oh, we got buildings. Oh, we got buildings. Oh my God, I love it. Oh, I can't wait. Let's fucking go. Let's go, bitch. Can't wait. Can't wait for tomorrow. Now up to A350, man. Now it's like I don't even know if I want to use 2024 anymore. Like, what's the point? It's a broken mess. What's the point of using 2024? I don't know. Maybe it works okay on Xbox. I should try it on my Xbox. Do I have it on my Xbox still? I might have erased it from my Xbox too. I have to download it again on my Xbox and see if it works on my Xbox too. So anyways, I am getting out of here for the night. Gotta work tomorrow, but I'll be back maybe earlier than usual tomorrow because I get off of work early. So there's a very good chance that I'll be on earlier. But that's about it. Make sure you hit like and subscribe. We'll get it tomorrow. I did put up a new video today. Go check it out. Throw a thumbs up on it. Throw a comment if you want to. Hit the notification bell and yeah, man. Shit, sorry about that. All right. Hey, man, I'm old, man. Sometimes it just happens. It just happens, you know. All right. That's about it, my friends. I will see you on the next episode of the Airplane Show. Until then, this is your internet pilot, Greg, signing off for the night. See ya.